Dump truck coming in for a service. Right front wheel is going to be the first one to come off. Sir, you drove a long ways to get a Pepsi. What is this, like Mike's mobile road tour now?
I'm not sure if you got enough Pepsi for this.
I have a feeling we'll be going and getting a couple cases for this drive that you made.
I don't drink, but we may have to switch blue cans after the day I had. My theory is we got all the bad luck out of the way before I rolled in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Fingers crossed. Go ahead and cross your fingers.
We're just going to go with this is going to be a disaster. Whatever it's not, we're going to celebrate.
It's just going to be great.
Yeah.
So what is our plan? We're going to we need a plan. Tire off first.
Yeah,
first we need to jack it up.
Yeah, we got to relieve the pressure, not in the tire, but from the tire.
We have wheel seals that are leaking.
See, on my channel, them are comment generators.
Comment generators. Yeah. Well, let me show you the premium comment generator up here. That's a nice trailer you got there, bud.
Yeah.
How many people honked at you on the way here?
4.
Oh, you got 4 fans. Mike's got 4 fans. I did a job on a dirt road, and the guy's like, "Hey, I know where you're working." I was like, "There's good. There's like 10 houses on the road." That's the one that's really leaking.
Oh yes, that's the more difficult one too. We'll save that one for later.
Okay. I figured
that's a good one there, buddy.
That one's leaking pretty good. It used to not leak that bad, but now it's leaking pretty bad. Probably the couple.
We're gonna warm up on the back one here.
And look, I've already, even though they painted a bed liner over it, I still sprayed the lug nuts with some penetrating oil. So maybe that might, probably not gonna do anything, but it made me feel better about it.
Well, it ain't gonna hurt anything.
At least at some point in time, these tires have been changed, so they have been off since the truck was new in 1999. Mike, are you trying to sabotage me here? Look at all the metal debris in this tire.
No,
that's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a big one there.
I'm working on it, not operating it.
We better. Sometimes it's best just to leave it alone.
Yes. Yeah, we don't need to go looking for any more problems.
All right, well, let's get this thing.
Let's see how shook up this thing is on the ride.
Oh, yeah. At least you got an air compressor and all the tools you need. Well, somebody said that there was a special tool that you needed to bring.
Yeah, I think I got it.
I sent you a picture because I didn't know what they were talking about. Because I may have not watched the video.
I don't blame you. That video was a little bit of a struggle bust.
If people watch my videos, they know that I don't watch all of them when I edit them because sometimes they get out of sequence a little bit. It happens.
Leave the same clip in there twice.
Or I get them out of order. Be like, so today we're going to work on this, and then I'll have all the trees knocked down, and then I'll be like, all right, let's get started on knocking these trees down.
It's called predicting the future.
Yeah, predicting the future. That's like a 10 o'clock edit job right there.
Oh, it takes time.
All right, let me go get all my blocks of wood, and we'll get this truck jacked up.
The jack stand.
I know. That looks like you bought that new for your truck.
Well, I may have wanted new, but my truck smashed my other one.
Oh. 22 ton. I think we're pretty good. We'll find out. Moving on up. We are. Oh, your Pepsi. Oh, no. Oh, no. I wonder why that. I guess it just locks the front axle for the parking brake. It could be. I didn't look. The front axle. Oh God. Oh, it's turning. are tight. I need to let the air build up a little bit. When you walked away, it took it off then. It's moving. They were not going to fall off. Victory! I missed it. Suppose we can cut that loud thing off now.
It may be loud, but it saved us some work.
You ain't lying. I don't think I mean, Milwaukee's pretty impressive. I was going to tell you that's probably still warm. Now you know. I'm pretty sure the skid steer's what did it.
Yeah,
your bar's slightly got a arch to it, but
almost brought my torque multiplier and the torch. I'm like, do I need the whole shop?
Never know. Apparently you do. All right, suppose I need to put the forks on now and see if we can take this tire off.
Be trying to get it loose.
I'm gonna try to hit the rim. Wheel, do you think that might be the cause of why my brakes aren't working?
Contrary
possibly.
To some of the YouTube comments, squeaky brakes don't need oiled.
Oh, you're not supposed to oil them up when they squeak?
No, it's not.
Oh.
That's not how it works.
Oh. Well, somebody's going to say why we didn't power wash this.
Well, we just don't have time for that nonsense.
It's kind of hard to power wash it.
I'd much rather work with dust than I would mud anyway.
With everything wet?
Yeah.
So we're going to pull that up, ratchet strap it.
Yeah, we might be able to set it.
Or just sit it right here behind it.
These fancy dust covers still on here, but I'll be able to set it right back there. These fingers, finger pinches, just some of these. Yeah, I gotta look this up.
Yep, it's going. Do we need to take the brake line off?
Well, I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we can set it back here.
All right. Right there?
Yeah, we may ratchet strap it there so it doesn't fall off and break it.
Yeah.
Brake line.
Can't do nothing with gloves on.
I'll tell you what, if we run that strap around here.
Gotcha.
I'll save us from bleeding the brakes later.
Yes. You good?
Yep, perfect.
All right, let's contain the mess.
Contain the mess.
Contain the mess. Hopefully the oil's still pretty clean. It should be. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's some pretty oil there, bud.
We could have put that back in.
You want to save that and put it back in? You got a clean bucket?
I don't. I bought freaking 20 gallons though.
I mean, that's...
I know.
Oh, Bubba Dump don't have that good a looking oil. Yeah, much. Bubba would be jealous right now.
We should save that and put that in 977 because it leaks. Let me get a clean bucket.
Yeah,
I got a bunch of buckets. It does that, but it does.
Alright, so that one there is different and this one here is different. See how they're bigger?
So the bolt, you put the bolt in there and that pushes the hub off?
Yeah.
Okay. And
So I need a pick or something to clean them hubs. Yeah, so we'll put them bolts in there. Actually, looks like yours may have, no, it's just got two.
I think I got some in the truck. You got it up. What are we doing, Mike?
We're
robbing bolts that
these
fit?
come with a custom hub pusher.
Oh, okay.
You know, they double as tailgate bolts.
We didn't have the right bolts.
I may have forgot the right size bolts, so we're gonna
put that in there.
We're gonna use these ones you've had on your truck for the last.
Yep. At least we know the thread should be right.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Probably need to get some silicone.
It's just what you always wanted. Hey, our nut looks the same.
What?
Now on this one here, we can pull the axle out because the walker's on the other side, but on the front we'll have to take the thing off and leave the axle in.
Okay.
Oh.
The axle?
Yeah, I'm a little jealous how clean yours is. Mine's not that clean. You're supposed to stand these up so they don't warp or anything. I think for the 15 minutes it's going to be safe.
Normally when I pull something that's dripping oil, I don't drip it all over my tools, but...
Well, that's the difference between me and you. I like excitement.
Alright, so your special tool is going to take...
this nut right here off.
Okay.
But first we got to take this snap ring off. We got to take this keeper off. That's what holds that nut from backing off.
Gotcha.
And we'll back that nut off. And then I got a little jack. We might have to find a piece of plywood to roll it on.
Alright, I got plenty of that.
We'll roll it out and then we'll have access to that seal. It's that simple.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
So they say.
So they say. Alright, snap ring is off. Moment of truth.
Custom.
Your custom.
We'll see if Bubba Dump and what do you call this thing? Betsy?
Barney.
Barney. Oh, look at that.
Barney Rubble.
Volvo is consistent. Oh.
Yeah, I mean you would think. Oh, I was trying to hold it on there, but you just got too eager.
It's a little tighter than I thought.
You might have to put the Ooga Dooga on it.
I don't know if my
weld job.
No, it's not the weld job I'm worried about. It's the
framework.
Let's give her a little tappy with the hammer, loosen her up, and then
all right.
Her off. Judging by the multicolored silicone on the bolts,
it's been off.
We're not the first ones to go exploring.
I'll tell you one thing, whoever put that last lug nut on was determined.
Yeah, let's just hope whoever did the exploring on your truck did a better job than I did on mine. I'm pretty sure the auction people worked on mine.
Oh. All in all, do you regret buying your truck?
No.
Okay.
You know, I said on the video, the pawn job, it really didn't help me a whole lot. But some of these other smaller jobs
It's so handy.
It's much more of a Swiss Army knife than I thought it was going to be.
Correct. You want me to go ahead and start it out?
Yeah, I'm just breaking it. You got so much paint on it, so I painted his truck.
So he did exactly what I told him not to do, and that was spray that god awful freaking bed liner stuff on these.
I think you told him to put extra on there. Was there a little bit of a lack of communication there?
Evidently he had about a half a gallon left and said, "Oh, let's paint the lug nuts and everything."
Chris will appreciate this.
He will love this. That fool keeps calling me every day wanting to know when it's going to be done. When I'm a week behind of having it done.
No, I'm glad I got the truck. It's definitely come in handy. I've used it
a lot.
Yeah, used it in a lot of places I didn't think I would.
Yeah. Not enough faith in your tool?
Well, I guarantee you one thing: it's definitely not loose. I don't want to damage our tool before we really need it to put it back on.
Yeah, that is correct. You want me to try to hold that again?
Yep. You ready?
I guess. I gotta actually put it on there first. There we go. Now we're cooking.
I had to redo my tool, so it's got some sharp edges.
Custom. Oh, look, it even keeps it on there.
All right, we need a sheet of plywood and a jack.
Right, let me go get the sheet of plywood. Hopefully you have the jack.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and bring everything
Okay.
off. I think it'll stay in there. Come up just a little bit. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
There we go.
There we go. Are those? I got a bearing.
Yep.
Got it.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Perfect. Look right there. That didn't even come off. Look how warm that is.
Oh yeah.
And there's the seal. There's your spacer.
I'll clean that off.
You should have new ones.
Okay. I haven't even opened. Well, I have opened the box.
Yep.
Let me lay this on the pallet. Just so I'm right, we probably should have power washed that.
Of course.
Of course.
You got one handy, right? That's the one feature.
I do. I got water down here now.
That's the one feature I wish I had on the trailer.
Power washer? Yeah.
Moving?
Mm-hmm. What you got there, Mike?
I think they used home
Home
silicone to put your. They're the same guy worked on my truck worked on yours.
Oh, okay.
We got the seal out.
Discount.
So we just gotta hope you got the right seal.
I mean.
So this is basically a three-piece system. So the seal fits in the hub. It rides on this spacer, which is replaceable. So that way you don't have to. A lot of times you'd have to machine the axle, put a speedy sleeve on this, and it seals to the axle housing with this O-ring back here.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of a three-piece deal, but even though this piece is a little bit expensive, it's still a whole lot cheaper than machining on an axle housing.
Silicone.
Yeah, this is not. It just fit a little looser than I like. You never want it to fit loose. This is just going to be a cheap insurance policy.
The gap filler.
Yeah. This is why let's make sure we're still friends in 6 months. All right, take two.
You're only 10 hours away.
Well, on a normal day.
On a normal day, 15 on today. Tapper. What'd you do with the tapper?
I'm pretty sure I carried it that way.
Oh.
I was looking for our silicone.
Yep, I see the handle stuck off the.
It's right where I left it.
Right where you left it there, Mike.
You know, the one option that the Thunder Creek offers that I didn't get is the light tower.
That'd been about great.
It's looked like it could probably be handy here in just a little bit.
Yeah, and the power washer.
And power washer. I'll have to put that in their suggestion box.
That's what I wanted when I was talking to them about one. I was like, I'd really like a power washer on it.
I mean, you got the generator in there, you could put the electric one in there.
This is
Yeah,
true.
that is correct.
Look at Mr. Common Sense over here. All right, I like that a little better.
That seems a lot better.
All right, there. And make sure this all stays back.
Stays put and does not come out. Like so. You need any grease or anything to put that in there and keep it stuck in there?
Definitely a little tighter than what I think it needs to be, but I think it's gonna go. Look at that. Oh yes. Make sure the O-ring's still in there. We don't want any.
Don't want to cut that.
No.
Well, Mike, it doesn't look like anybody finished it last night.
I was hoping the magic little L's would have showed up.
They didn't show up. Everything's right where we left it.
Guess that's a good thing.
I guess. We just got to get back in the groove. It's a little chillier this morning.
At least it's not raining.
It's not raining.
This is true.
It's not raining, but there's supposed to be some blue sky later.
All right, let's make her happen, Captain.
All right, so yesterday we got really we didn't get started till what, 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
And we quit at 6:30, and we got the tire off, the hub off, got the spacer out, the wheel seal,
Yeah.
got all that cleaned up, and we got the new spacer put back on, wheel seal in there, bearing back on, and pretty much now we are ready to
Slide the hub back on.
slide the hub back on and get all that lined up.
Still can't believe you didn't pressure wash that for us.
I don't know. I got 5 cans of brake cleaner coming when that opens.
That'll get it.
That will clean the brake pad up enough where
Perfect.
it might grab some.
All right, I'll probably need to grab a little oil, put on that bearing and seal, and make
Sounds
sure
like
she
a
slides
plan.
in there.
All right, I'll go grab it.
Now, a little bit over.
Yep. Right there. Hold on, the jack's hitting this right here. We gotta slide it on the jack. The jack's hitting the plate right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. Take that strap loose. All right. So there. You want the honors?
Moving.
Ain't rolling that seal, is it?
Not really.
What's the old cartoon, Rot-Row Shaggy?
Bravo. Rot-row.
We were doing so good, and now we have a slight mishap.
Literally last night we put them together and it looked like everything was going to be peachy, but overnight evidently they got cold and shrunk up.
So the way this is supposed to work is this is your wheel seal. It slides over your spacer, right? Well, these two do not communicate well.
They're not going.
They're not going.
And we don't want to destroy it because we're not going to be able to get another one while you're here.
Right. But fortunately, we know a guy that owns a machine shop or works in a machine shop.
Robert works at a machine shop, and he's going to take these spacers and go.
I think we need to take about 15, 20 thousandths off of it. There's plenty of meat there to do it. And then that should give us a slip fit over there like we need to. And we'll proceed forward again.
So while that takes a couple of hours, we're going to go ahead and take the front wheel off. We already got it jacked up on the jack stand and get everything ready.
Yeah, that one there is the bigger pain in the butt of the three because it's got double brake calipers on it and it's got hard lines coming to it, so we actually got to get it unplumbed.
Okay.
Hopefully it won't be too much trouble.
Hopefully not. All right, well, we'll send him off with those parts and he should be back and hopefully in a couple hours. All right, so we're kind of slacking a little bit on videos here, but
Slave driver here.
yeah, we're busy here. We're realizing we had a problem and trying to make up for it. So we're Robert's taking those off to see if he can't machine those spacers down just a touch.
Or hopefully he's smarter than us and figures out what's going on.
Figures out why it's not going on. Currently draining the gear oil out of that hub. We got the tire off, as you can tell. Brakes, calipers off. Now we're draining the oil out, and we'll go ahead and pull that hub off.
We should have video pulling the tire off. It got a little sketchy.
Yeah, we had to wrap a chain around it, and it was on there. It was on there. The good news is all the lug nuts come off a whole lot easier than that tire.
We used the Andrew starter removal method.
Yes.
For the tire.
The good old put the chain around it and back up. And it only come off the jack stand, what? Once?
Yeah.
Once?
But it landed on the tire, so, you know.
Yeah, it was only an inch off the ground, so it's not like it really changed a whole lot. All right.
Hopefully this goes back together as good as it's coming apart.
Yeah, me too. So that would probably be why my brakes were a little marginal, because
yeah, they all had oil on them.
3 out of the 6 were covered in oil.
50%.
50% brakes. So that would make sense as to why it would stop, but about 50% of the stopping.
Good thing you work in flatland.
Yes, it is very convenient, except for when you're backing up over a pond dam and you're dumping over the back and then the truck
That's a self-inflicted hill.
Self-inflicted hill.
Pretty sure the same guy that worked on the back one worked on this one too.
Correct. Same guy. Same guy's filming too.
Home Depot must have had a deal on household silicone.
Good news is it has somebody's done some sort of maintenance to it. And I guess the good news is I've hauled dirt for 8 months and the gear oil looks just as clean as the oil
Yeah,
I
it
put
looks
in
really
it.
good.
It's still hard to believe that that little axle shaft is all that it is for this humongous truck.
Yeah, well, you gotta keep in mind that whole planetary is gear reduction though.
Correct.
But yeah, it does look out of proportion. All right, we got our jack tied up on the back side, so we're gonna try to.
Which is right where the brace is, so I can't see.
You're pretty good. Let me slide your forks in just a little bit more.
All right.
I think if you just get it up on there, Chris, I can slide it back. Come on up a little bit. In just the shade.
In.
Yep. All right, up just a shade. A little more. All right, hold that once. Up just a bit.
You fit.
Come up a little bit. All right, back up. Got it.
Sometimes you just got to do it this way. Can we just dump that off in the dirt now?
Preferably not.
Hey, I'm the parts cleaner. I better not do that. Well, we couldn't do without the track loader. When we pulled that other tire off, it wanted to fall off that stand, so we had to brace it up. But we're getting a lot done now. We got the last tire off, last hub, and we are waiting for Robert to get back with the machine down spacers so that the seals will fit on it. Mike's cleaning that up, and not too bad. We've been working on it for, including yesterday, how long we been working on it? 4 hours today and an hour and a half yesterday. So it's at 5.5 hours. We've gotten all 3 hubs off, ready to go back on pretty much. Yeah, one of them we got a little excited pushing it.
Yeah, tear in that one.
We'll put some house silicone on it. If it leaks all the way there, it's gonna have to leak. All right.
Yeah, I don't think it's all the way through though, so that's good.
Let's show off this fancy machine work. Oh, my phone came back on. You did cut a fair amount off. Robert saved the day, hopefully. Oh yeah, that's gonna go.
That's gonna go.
That's gonna go on, no problem. It won't even close to start with. How much did you cut off?
Over 1/8 of an inch, almost 4 millimeters.
Ooh. That's a noticeable difference. Is that about what yours was like?
That's a little snugger in mine. Snugger.
Snugger. Snugger.
But I
Tighter.
think we got a fighting chance on this. We may put a little, get that good and greased up.
A little extra.
Getting greased and
Greased. We've been busy.
Yeah.
You like our brace?
Yeah, I saw that.
safety first.
Oh, and you're snatching tires off, the whole truck moves.
It's third. Safety's third.
Safety, third. All right, so fingers crossed, wheel seal slides onto spacer now, correct?
That's the plan. We already got the spacer installed. It went on pretty good.
And put some grease on that. Get the wheel seal in place. And then we will try to slide that.
This goes better than it did this morning.
Well, it won't go any worse, I don't think, because
Yeah, it didn't go.
there's a lot off there now, but it was not going to fit this morning.
Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to make it work.
They are aftermarket. Well, they do have Volvo numbers on them. Do you think those aren't Volvo?
No, the Volvo seal's made a little bit different.
Yeah.
We'll blame it on China.
China. Where is it made? Does it even say? Doesn't say.
Definitely China.
China. Their standards are a little bit off. About 1/8 of an inch, evidently. Mikey.
This is the walk of shame back to the truck with tools and an unfinished job.
This is the point of discouragement.
It's not from a lack of effort.
We have definitely
We
tried,
have tried every creative engineering method we know.
but it has come down to the correct part numbers from the parts to the book that don't
Well,
fit.
the truth is nobody did anything wrong. All the part numbers are right. They just don't
They don't fit.
fit. And
So that's the original spacer right there that came off. As you can tell, it's not that much of a taper. Look at this one. He's already machined it down.
Well, this is the way they're supposed to fit.
Yeah.
Like so.
Like
Kind
that.
of press fit. This is what we got. And it's like 5 millimeters difference to get that to go over top of there.
And that's like tire rubber. It won't even,
It's not pliable.
it's not pliable at all.
So we had to make a grown-up executive decision. I told Chris I wasn't comfortable putting this thing back together the way it was. I'm pretty confident it's still going to leak, which defeats the whole purpose of this trip.
The whole purpose.
So we're
There's no need to put it back together the way it is.
I'm trying to make us feel good about ourselves. We're going to do the responsible thing, hold off, get the right parts, and then I don't know if I'll be able to make it back to help you on. I'm going to try. You need to lift closer. Can we just pick this whole thing up and move closer?
You should have drove the low boy. You could.
I got this nice concrete floor in my heated shop.
I got.
Man, we were making good time though.
We
We
were
were
making
smoking around this thing.
Good time. I mean, we literally had everything off ready by lunchtime.
We were smoking. We were sitting pretty.
Well,
This is what you call real life. It is what it is.
How it goes, and if you can't make it, I got a good guy that'll be glad to put them on.
Yeah.
He just needs to come over here and look at how
I can
everything
promise
comes
you
out.
one thing. It wasn't from a lack of effort.
No. So, alrighty, we tried. We got to figure out how to get your jack out of there, though. I'll end up buying your jack stands.
Yeah, I'll think them are permanent fixtures.
Yeah, we're kind of past the point of
I don't know how long they're going to roll, but they're holding up good.
correct. All right.